The happiness of your life depends upon the quality of your thoughts. Marcus Aurelius. Everything we hear is an opinion, not a fact. Everything we see is a perspective, not the truth. Marcus Aurelius. Waste no more time arguing about what a good man should be one. Marcus Aurelius. The soul becomes dyed with the color of its thoughts. Marcus Aurelius. It is not death that a man should fear, but he should fear never beginning to live. Marcus Aurelius. The best revenge is to be unlike him who performed the injury. Marcus Aurelius. Very little is needed to make a happy life. It is all within yourself, in your way of thinking. Marcus Aurelius. If it is not right, do not do it. If it is not true, do not say it. Marcus Aurelius. The object of life is not to be on the side of the majority, but to escape finding yourself in the ranks of the insane. Marcus Aurelius. Accept the things to which fate binds you and love the people with whom fate brings you together, but do so with all your heart. Marcus Aurelius. We suffer more often in imagination than in reality. Seneca. As is a tale, so is life. Not how long it is, but how good it is what matters. Seneca. Luck is what happens when preparation meets opportunity. Seneca. All cruelty springs from weakness. Seneca. Difficulties strengthen the mind as labor does the body. Seneca. If a man knows not to which port he sails, no wind is favorable. Seneca. Associate with people who are likely to improve you. Seneca. He who is brave is free. Seneca. True happiness is to enjoy the present without anxious dependence upon the future. Seneca. It is a rough road that leads to the heights of greatness. Seneca. Wealth consists not in having great possessions, but in having few wants. Epictetus. There is only one way to happiness, and that is to cease worrying about things which are beyond the power of our will. Epictetus. It is not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters. Epictetus. If you want to improve, be content to be thought foolish and stupid. Epictetus. We are all in the gutter, but some of us are looking at the stars. Oscar Wilde. Success is a science. If you have the conditions, you get the result. Oscar Wilde. A man who does not think for himself does not think at all. Oscar Wilde. Every saint has a past and every sinner has a future. Oscar Wilde. The only thing to do with good advice is to pass it on. It is never of any use to oneself. Oscar Wilde. He who has a why to live can bear almost any how. Friedrich Nietzsche. That which does not kill us makes us stronger. Friedrich Nietzsche. There are no facts, only interpretations. Friedrich Nietzsche. Sometimes people do not want to hear the truth because they do not want their illusions destroyed. Friedrich Nietzsche. The individual has always had to struggle to keep from being overwhelmed by the tribe. Friedrich Nietzsche. The snake which cannot cast its skin has to die. Friedrich Nietzsche. I am not upset that you lied to me. I am upset that from now on I cannot believe you. Friedrich Nietzsche. No price is too high to pay for the privilege of owning yourself. Friedrich Nietzsche. One must still have chaos in oneself to be able to give birth to a dancing star. Friedrich Nietzsche. In every real man, a child is hidden that wants to play. Friedrich Nietzsche. Do not go where the path may lead. Go instead where there is no path and leave a trail. Ralph Waldo Emerson. The only way to have a friend is to be one. Ralph Waldo Emerson. To be great is to be misunderstood. Ralph Waldo Emerson. Knowledge is the antidote to fear. Ralph Waldo Emerson. Nothing great was ever achieved without enthusiasm. Ralph Waldo Emerson. The creation of 1,000 forests is in one acorn. Ralph Waldo Emerson. It is not the length of life, but the depth of life. Ralph Waldo Emerson. Adopt the pace of nature. Her secret is patience. Ralph Waldo Emerson. The only person you are destined to become is the person you decide to be. Ralph Waldo Emerson. To be yourself in a world that is constantly trying to make you something else is the greatest accomplishment. Ralph Waldo Emerson. Yesterday I was clever, so I wanted to change the world. Today I am wise, so I am changing myself. Rumi. The wound is the place where the light enters you. Rumi. What you seek is seeking you. Rumi. Stop acting so small. You are the universe in ecstatic motion. Rumi. Do not grieve. Anything you lose comes round in another form. Rumi. Let yourself be silently drawn by the stronger pull of what you really love. Rumi. Your task is not to seek for love, but merely to seek and find all the barriers within yourself that you have built against it. Rumi. Knock, and he will open the door. Vanish, and he will make you shine like the sun. Fall, and he will raise you to the heavens. Rumi. Wear gratitude like a cloak, and it will feed every corner of your life. Rumi. You were born with wings. You are not meant for crawling, so do not. You have wings. Learn to use them and fly. Rumi. Beauty is not in the face. Beauty is a light in the heart. Khalil Gibran. Your daily life is your temple and your religion. Khalil Gibran. To understand the heart and mind of a person, look not at what he has already achieved, but at what he aspires to. Khalil Gibran. Out of suffering have emerged the strongest souls. The most massive characters are seared with scars. Khalil Gibran. Progress lies not in enhancing what is, but in advancing toward what will be. Khalil Gibran. Trust in dreams, for in them is hidden the gate to eternity. Khalil Gibran. We choose our joys and our sorrows long before we experience them. Khalil Gibran. The smallest act of kindness is worth more than the greatest intention. Khalil Gibran. Ever has it been that love knows not its own depth until the hour of separation. Khalil Gibran. Knowledge is the only wealth that can be given away without the giver losing any portion of it. Khalil Gibran. To live is the rarest thing in the world. Most people exist, that is all. Oscar Wilde. Be yourself. Everyone else is already taken. Oscar Wilde. I have the simplest tastes. I am always satisfied with the best. Oscar Wilde. Experience is simply the name we give our mistakes. Oscar Wilde. The truth is rarely pure and never simple. Oscar Wilde. First say to yourself what you would be, and then do what you have to do. Epictetus. He is a wise man who does not grieve for the things which he has not, but rejoices for those which he has. Epictetus. Make the best use of what is in your power, and take the rest as it happens. Epictetus. Any person capable of angering you becomes your master. Epictetus. Freedom is the only worthy goal in life. It is won by disregarding things that lie beyond our control. Epictetus. Man is not worried by real problems so much as by his imagined anxieties about real problems. Epictetus. The only true wisdom is in knowing you know nothing. Socrates. Be kind, for everyone you meet is fighting a hard battle. Socrates. Strong minds discuss ideas, average minds discuss events, weak minds discuss people. Socrates. Education is the kindling of a flame, not the filling of a vessel. Socrates. He who is not contented with what he has would not be contented with what he would like to have. Socrates. Employ your time in improving yourself by other men's writings, so that you shall come easily by what others have labored hard for. Socrates. The unexamined life is not worth living. Socrates. Wonder is the beginning of wisdom. Socrates. Find yourself, think for yourself. Socrates. Knowledge is the only good and ignorance is the only evil. Socrates. It does not matter how slowly you go as long as you do not stop. Confucius. Everything has beauty, but not everyone sees it. Confucius. Our greatest glory is not in never falling, but in rising every time we fall. Confucius. Wheresoever you go, go with all your heart. Confucius. He who knows all the answers has not been asked all the questions. Confucius. The man who moves a mountain begins by carrying away small stones. Confucius. Respect yourself and others will respect you. Confucius. To be wronged is nothing unless you continue to remember it. Confucius. Silence is a true friend who never betrays. Confucius. The superior man is modest in his speech, but exceeds in his actions. Confucius.